Assalamualaikum and very good morning to all. Okay, today I'm from my office. Okay, I record this video from my office. My name is Sajana, and maybe for the next sem or maybe this end of our semester, you can come here. Okay, and we can discuss about your project for next sem. Okay, inshallah. Okay, now for today we will proceed. Okay, the topics that we have discussed before, which is about the multimedia elements. Okay, for the last week, we have discussed about three elements of multimedia, which are text, graphic, and another one is animation. For today, we will proceed another two elements, which are audio and video. Okay, so today we will learn about how to understand the development of multimedia elements using audio and video, and choose the suitable audio and video for educational application development. Yeah. Okay, we go to the audio first. Okay, anything that we use to that come out from our voice, our mouth. Okay, which is speech, voice, and sound effect is categorized as audio. And audio is a dynamic element. That means we can manipulate, okay, the audio forms. Either we want to make it slow, we want to make it higher volume, about the pitch. And we always say when in the competition, singing competition, the jury um, will criticize on the pitching, on the voice narration, vibrato, and so on, right? Okay, that's the element of the audio. And audio have two characteristic we can see here, which is the amplitude and frequency. Okay, and the line here we call it waveform. Okay, sound waveform. Okay, amplitude is the power or intensity of the sound. That means louder sounds have the higher amplitude. And for the frequency is the rate at which sounds is measured. Okay, this means it is measured in the circle per sound. Okay, one circle here, one circle, two circle. Okay, and it is measured in the cycle per second, we call it hertz. Okay, higher frequency. Okay, higher frequency here means the sound that we hear clearer and more sharper. Okay, and then for human, okay, for the normal human, the capability for detecting the sound vibration is ranging from 50 hertz to 20,000 hertz. Okay, if higher than that, our ear will be broken lah. Okay, the apa tu, what is called the ear, sebenarnya dia gendang tu kan, maybe pecah. Okay, maybe uh, koyak, or and then if the lower sound, okay, we cannot hear. Yeah. Alright. Then how we can hear the audio? It's come from the vibration. Okay, when the vibrating of the object, okay, such as bell rang, okay, bell rang, or our phone vibration. Okay, and the vibration with transmission in the medium is usually air lah. Yeah, usually air, and it will receive to our ear, and the sounds, or the voice that we heard can have to process in our brain as a receptor. Okay, so the sound is measured in decibel. Okay, you can see here. Okay, frequency is measured by hertz, right? And sound is measured by decibel, dB. And sound waves are known as waveform, like this waveform. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at that. Take a look at the waveform here. So the waveform has the uh, representing the circle. Okay, it's called the cycle of the waveform. Okay, and the amplitude, the high of the amplitude, if we can see from the definition. Okay, louder sound, that means higher amplitude. Okay, so we can hear it clearly. Okay, and between the two peaks of the amplitude, we call it wavelength. Okay, wavelength. And the cycle is time for one cycle. Okay, means the S form, like here. Okay, so cycle one. Okay, then this is cycle. Okay, and the distance along the wave is here. Okay, this is the characteristic of sound wave. Okay, and then type of video, we have two types: analog audio and digital audio. Okay, what is the analog audio? Okay, analog audio sound wave is like this. Okay, it's refer to the audio recorded, okay, using methods that replicate the original sound wave. That means the direct audio that we heard. Okay. Then the digital audio is recorded by taking samples of the original sound wave at a specified rate. Okay, that means we have manipulate, or we have synthesized the audio, and then we change it in the form of other type of audio format such as MP3. Okay, so you can see here the difference, the shape of the analog and sound wave. Okay, sorry, analog and digital sound wave. Okay, if the analog is a smooth or clear, okay, and then the digital sound is like jagged here, like here. That means it have manipulated. Yeah. Okay. So we go to digitalize sound first. Okay, Di- digitizing is a process of converting an analog signals to digital signals. This means from the original sounds to digital sounds. Yeah, digital sounds benefit, of course, no tape or vinyl plastic recorded to wear out. Okay, it is format doesn't add any artifact or noise. Okay, is distorted to sound like in a tape. That's why our singer, new singer, they use auto tune. So that the voice more clearly, and then more uh, easy to hear. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not sure the original sound. Maybe this the different when they sing live, and then in the tape when we hear from YouTube or recorded, because it have been uh, manipulated and auto tune. Yeah. So no loss in a signal when make sound copies or duplicate. Okay, and then it's random access. It can be integrated in other digital media easily. Okay, we can integrate it with video. Okay, maybe the sounds can be mixing. We can be the dubbing sound can be uh, apa tu kalau apa, if our music genre, right, we have hip hop, and we have a mix from the tradition and the rap, R&B, and so on. Okay, so because it can be integrate easily. Yeah, it's also easy to change, playback, recorded, cut, paste, and etc. Okay. In digital sound, they have two types of sounds, which is mono and stereo. Okay, if you can see here, if mono, we have one channel, and stereo we have two channel. and this channel will perceived as coming from one position. Okay, so here we can see the characteristic for mono and stereo, and usually, okay, mono is used for public address system such as radio, okay, radio talk show, hearing, telephone, mobile communication, and some AM radio station. Okay, whereas for the stereo, okay, or the specific name is stereophonic sounds. Okay, it is used for movies, okay, television, music players, and FM radio station. Okay, if you can see also here for mono, the audio signals are routed through a single channel, and for stereo, audio signals are routed through two or more channels to stimulate depth direction perception like in the real world. Okay, so here we can see also the mono is cheaper than stereo. Okay, alright. And for digital audio, okay, digital audio data is representation of sounds stored in the form of samples. So the quality of digital recording depends on the sampling rate. Okay, sampling rate is come into a number of sample taken per second. Okay, one circle tadi lah, cycle tadi. Okay, for hertz. Okay, the three sampling frequencies most often used in multimedia are 44.1 kilohertz, 22.05 kilohertz, and 11.025 kilohertz. Yeah. And digital audio, digital audio here, the higher the sample rate, the faster the measurement are taken. Okay, the lower sample rate, the slower the measurement are taken. If you can see here the waveform and you can see the shape of the waveform. This is the high sampling rate, and it is the low sampling rate. And then when we digitize it, okay, it if the high sampling rate, the target is more closer than the low sampling rate. Yeah, like this. Okay, so digital audio file quality factors can become from 6 elements here. First, about the sampling rate, right? Okay, so we can see here the sampling rate, high sampling rate will make the quality of the audio more higher. Sampling size is just like the graphic. So the high resolution, this means the high quality. Quality of original audio source. Okay, this factor is come from the raw source. If we have the raw source, have noise, have the jagged, so it also can affect the digital audios that we produce. And then number 4 is quality of the capture device and supporting hardware. Okay, so the quality, the original, and also the device that we use to capture the original sound also considered as the something that will affect the quality of the sound. And then the capability of the playback environment, and the last one, the characteristic used for capture. Okay, and in audio, we also have MIDI audio. Okay, MIDI audio stands for Musical Instrument Digital Interface. If we have learned about the what is called the symbol or the kalau in Malay in apa tu uh, bahasa kampung dia apa tu togeh-togeh ni kan. Okay, this symbol we have apa G sharp lah, apa benda lah semua ni. Okay, this provide a standardized and efficient means of conveying musical performance information as electronic data. Okay, if we have learned about the synthesis audio, so from this symbol. Okay, I forgot what it's called. Okay, and it will be processed in the software and becomes the digital. It's become the MIDI audio. It is the form of music score. Yes, music score, not samples or recording. Okay. Length of the MIDI file can be changed without affecting the pitch of the music or degrading audio quality. Okay. MIDI audio ni, this is like vector graphic. Okay, so we can the the storage for this file is less and is simple, and this is the something audio that we can manipulate it. Yeah. So the advantage of the MIDI audio, okay, so the MIDI file smaller than digital audio file because it's small. MIDI files embedded in web page loads and play more quickly. So, okay, if MIDI sound source are high quality, sound should be better and can change the length of MIDI without changing the pitch of the music or degrading the audio quality. But the disadvantage of the MIDI audio is the data does not represent the sound, but musical instruments playback will be accurate only if the MIDI playback or the instrument is identical to the device used in of the production. Okay, and then the higher cost and require skill to edit, and it also cannot emulate voice and other effect. So it is a raw and it is a um, single audio. Yeah, so that is a MIDI sound, MIDI audio. And audio format can be .mid, .kar, .midi, .smf. Okay, this is for MIDI file. And audio file we can use we can form it as WAV, okay, MP3, RA. It depends on what the software that you use. Yeah. In multimedia, there are a lot of factors consideration that you have to consider before adding audio to multimedia product. Okay, first of all, you have to consider the file format as it either is compatible with multimedia authoring software being used along with delivery medium must be determined. Okay, sometimes the the software that we use to edit cannot support the file format, the audio file format. So we have to change it or what is called convert it to the specific or specific that file that we use in the software. The sound playback capabilities offered by the end user system must be studied. The type of sound, whether background music, special sound effect, or spoken dialogue must be decided. Okay, sometimes because audio is something that can affect our mood too. Okay, our emotional moods, maybe about can affect our perception of the product. Okay, so we have to choose it wisely lah. Yeah. So digital audio or MIDI data sound should be selected on the basis of the location and time of use. We have to create or purchase sounds material. Okay, it depends on the what kind of the audio that we want to use. Either it was from fair use, or we have to purchase it because it have license and so on. Edit and sounds to fit your project. Okay, test the sound to be sure they are timed properly with your project. Okay, recording on inexpensive media rather than directly to this prevent the hard disk from being overloaded with unnecessary data. Okay. Okay. Other than that, the project's equipment and standard must be in accordance with the requirements. Okay, can sometimes when we watch a movie without the suitable or quality sound, it can make us demotivate to see or use the tools or others. Okay, it is vital to maintain a high quality database, then stores the original source material. Yes, of course. Sounds and image synchronization must be tested at regular intervals, and the speed at which most animation and computer-based videos play depends on the user's CPU. Okay, it depends on the CPU processing capabilities. Yeah, the sounds RAM requirement as well as the user's playback setup must be evaluated, and the copyrighted material should be recorded or used without securing appropriate right from the owner or publisher. Okay, because multimedia product is something that can make money. It can be commercialized. So everyone have right to protect their own, and when we use it without their permission, they can sue us. Yeah. Okay, that's about the audio. So the important things that we have to know here is about the types of the audio, and what the file format that can be or capable with our products, and how we can use the factor that consideration factor that we have to consider when we want to develop our multimedia product. Okay, uh, we take a break for a while, and then we will proceed to other elements of multimedia, which is video, which is and which is okay. Okay, guys, we take a break for a while, and then we will proceed to the last element of multimedia elements, which is video.